What is going on, everybody? It is day 25 of scaling my AI agency from zero to $100,000 a month. Day 25, we're still at $4,000 in total revenue. We have everything we need, though. We have the offer, the script, the system. We just need one client to fit this month. I'm going to go into what I did today, some key data sets that you can take away from and implement into your own business, and then also some founder thoughts. If you're a founder, you can resonate with them, take them with you, optimize your stuff, and then also what I'm doing tomorrow from a high level. Let's jump right into this. Hope you guys enjoy. Put in 2x speed if you're short on time. So what I did today, it was a really productive day. We optimized the backend for the upmarket offer. If you watched yesterday's video, we got into that process, finalized the backend, finalized the front end for both offers yesterday, basically redid the VSLs, just in a better format framing, I would say, better messaging for the ICP. And then got into the backend for this, kind of just copy pasted, implemented the same systems on the backend for the upmarket offer. We launched new ad campaigns. We already got one lead from the down market offer just in one day, which is really cool. We booked a new call for Friday, so that's the lead that we got in. She's a girl, very early in her business, so this is technically like the ideal down market person, but she's ready to invest into scaling. So it's a good sign. And she booked in for next day or 2 days ahead. So I kind of toned down the booking time frame. That way we don't run into any issues with people not showing up to their calls. And then we dialed in our sales framework with my boy Nate. Dial that sales closer, hit him up, dude. I might link his shit in here if I remember to. He's such a stud, bro. Fucking ran that shit up. Ran the mock call, gave me great feedback. I fully optimized the entire framework here. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of it. So this is what it looks like. It's extensive. So we have our intro pre-frame, personal discovery, business discovery, the gap, what their goal is. We have the urgency. We have the recap. We have our presentation, which I can't show you on here, I don't think. I had it. Actually, no, I can. Let me open my ROI calculator. So since we have a middle of funnel video, I show them an ROI calculator. It's probably going to, I'll switch my screen here so you can see the whole thing. So it's just like an interactive toggle based on where they're at. And then we can show them the exact ROI they're expected to get from this. So really cool part to add into the sales framework. And then temp check, and then we pre-pitch, and then we pitch, and then we have some objection handling loops. It looks extensive as fuck, but like I'm a kind of guy where I really like to have structure in this. I'm pretty new to sales. So I like having a good structure. I like having different routes I can go through. I kind of look at sales as like, you kind of just have different routes you can go down with each prospect depending on where they're at. So did that today. That was a pretty extensive chunk on the back half of the day today, but well worth it. I mean, we have a really good framework for literally every call we have moving forward. Tomorrow's call, I sent him a confirmation text tonight. He hasn't said anything, so I'm just going to assume he's showing up. We're going to give him a ring probably the morning of the call, still show up. He seemed like he was pretty interactive. He said yes to seeing the video and stuff, so I'm not sure why he's kind of ghosting at this point in time. A little interesting. Maybe he's just not the right ICP. So, and he did come in on he came in on the V1 of the funnel, not the V2, so not with the new VSL and stuff. Some key data sets from today is we have one ad live, one lead pulled same day. So our down market offer is most definitely converting. The sales framework fully rebuilt, dialed. We're still at 4K, no new cash collected today. This isn't really a data set. The AI market is going mainstream, crazy mainstream. So I was looking at the opportunity about a month ago. I was like, well, no one's really running like specific ads for like AI consulting or like AI implementation. And now I'm seeing it everywhere. I saw an ad today of someone that was running an ad for Claudebot. Like, you need to set up a Claudebot agent for your business, sent them straight to a book a call calendar. I was like, dude, no VSL, fucking crazy. Like, they're just jumping on the trend, jumping on the opportunity, probably just get paid a setup fee to fucking set these people's Claudebots up. They're already investing a fuck ton of money into it anyway. They're targeting literally any business owner. It's kind of crazy. Super cool though. I like the offer. Like, it's just so interesting to me. It's like, damn, like you can just spin an offer out of midair, like thin air, bro. That's why I love Facebook ads. Like, you can just spin an offer out of nothing. And then the easiest funnel in the game right now is a trending tool, direct CTA. Obviously, that's not what we're running, but that's just an observation I'm seeing on the market. I might start running some ads for my personal account once we start scaling up this offer a little bit, maybe just branching into broader AI consulting. I think that'd be kind of cool to tap into. And then stalling in business is jumping boat to boat. It's not lack of effort. So what I've seen is just, I think, just such a common thing in entrepreneurship is like people that are failing, people that aren't seeing success, or maybe they're seeing just a little bit of success, but they're not actually like achieving consistent success is because they're jumping from boat to boat. It's because they're not aligned and focused on one specific thing, right? And that's where this space gets super messy, like especially with AI and all these different tools we have nowadays and how easy it is to technically build an offer and launch an offer. It's really easy to get sidetracked, right? There's just so much hype in so many different areas right now. You don't even really know what you want to settle into. And this is what I see with a lot of people in my DMs and my comments. They're saying like, yo, like, is this a good angle? Is this a good niche? Like every niche is a good niche, bro. Right? Like your offer doesn't really fucking matter. It's like your niche matters, right? Like look in the niche first and then make your offer. Like you can't just be saying, oh, I sell AI receptionist. Is AI receptionist a good offer? Maybe if you're in the right niche. You know what I mean? So it's just like there's so many different ways you can monetize right now in this AI world. Like really, there is. But the bottleneck is people figuring out which one to actually stick with and pursue and not give up in a month. So, you really just need to keep one niche, one path, and just build that momentum, man. Like that's the only way this business compounds. Like that's the only way you scale, right? Like Hermosi with Gym Launch, right? He started building his own gyms, right? And it's just kind of evolved into him being in private equity now, right? He started an online offer, an info offer, essentially, consulting offer, whatever you want to call it. And then started investing into these gyms. And now he's just investing into companies at scale because he's got a decade of experience in the game. So you just got to see the path, like see it through, and that's kind of where we're at here in this landscape. And it's just probably a lot of niches I'd rather be in right now. But this one just has the best story, has the best proof behind it. And it's going to be the easiest one for us to push right now based on where we're at, right? So sticking in this niche, heads down, not getting distracted and pulled in different directions for little one-off spontaneous offers and things of that nature. It's just not worth it. Right? It's just not high ROI for where we're at currently. And the inflection point is close, personally, for us. Once a client closes, ad spend scales, and the calendar fills. So we're basically at the point right now where we just need a client, right? I said optimistically 2 clients this month. It could still happen. We're planning on scaling up the ad spend here to $50 a day to start booking at least a call a day, ideally, is the goal. And start really ramping up here at the end of this month, take a lot of sales calls, and potentially get 2 people closed. But ideally, the goal is at scale. We want to like bring the ad spend up to $100 a day, $150 a day. Like once the funnel's dialed and just fill the fuck out of the calendar and just start printing, bro. Like I still think we're a little early in the season. Like March is like really when you start seeing shit take off. So I think, and what I'm seeing is too, a lot of people are starting to put out landscaping offers. I'm starting to see more pop up on my feed that I wasn't seeing before. So I'm definitely seeing that it's starting to kind of emerging. There's starting to be an emerging trend in the space. So I think we're approaching the right time. Like we're so close to hitting this boom season for this niche. We're really fucking close. So I'm excited for that. And then another insight and data set that I have is business can literally flip on the last day of the month. Like one deal makes your whole month. Like the crazy thing about business is like, and this is why I respect the fuck out of entrepreneurs. Like any entrepreneur that's trying to build a business from scratch with no cash flow, that's just kind of like draining their account, like just watching money fall out of your account to try to build your shit, right? You got rent to pay, you got bills to pay the next month. I have so much fucking respect for you, bro. So much fucking respect for you because that's what I'm literally living, bro. Business is so granular. It's like nothing. Oh, 4K PIF, 8K PIF. Like your whole month can be made in like one deal. You know what I mean? It's just so fucking mind boggling to me. And that's the difference between entrepreneurship and working a 9-to-5 job is like a 9-to-5 job. You're getting a paycheck every week, no matter what, right? Maybe you have commission that you can make more with, but you're getting a paycheck every week, right? And it's just a completely different mentality to be an entrepreneur. No guaranteed income. You have to make that shit yourself. You might not even get paid this month, right? It's just like you got to have such a strong mental to be able to even handle that, dude. Like entrepreneurship is more of a mental game than anything, in all honesty. I just have a lot of respect for people that, can pursue business consistently, right? And one thing that I've seen a lot in this space too is, and it's such a misconception, is that you can see success and, overnight, like overnight success. Fuck no, bro. I was watching Iman Ghazi video today and he was like, dude, such a misconception online. Like people see the result, but they don't see the grind. And this is why I'm posting these videos, right? Because one day you're going to be able to see the result of where I am, what I'm doing, how great my life is on the outside, right? But these videos right here are the trenches. This is the come up. This is me building. Okay. And this is to prove to you that this shit does not happen overnight. Like every guru that tells you can make money fast is fucking lying to you, bro. This shit takes years. I'm upcoming on 3 years in this game. Haven't quit. I came into this game thinking I was going to make fast money with an AI agency in 2023. Did not do so. Okay. And then I just stuck in the game somehow. After all this adversity, after all these failures, all these fucking tough times, crying myself to sleep, not even thinking I would be able to make money, pay rent, get by. And now I'm here. So I just want you to realize that this shit's not going to happen overnight, bro. This shit is fucking years of trials and tribulations. And you gotta stick around long enough to see the success, man. You really do. And that's why I'm posting these videos, because I want you to see what it looks like to try to build success. If this series takes me fucking 365 days, if this shit takes me a year, I'm going to do it. I'm not stopping this series until we hit it. I might even start a series scaling from 250 to 500, whenever we hit that number, right? Scaling to $1 million agency. Because I want you to see that this shit is not just fucking sunshine and rainbows, bro. This shit is hard. This shit is not for the weak mind at all. If you have a weak mind, you will die in entrepreneurship, or you're going to have to force your mind to be stronger. So stop falling for all this bullshit on social media and seeing someone's success. Because I've done it too, bro. Like I'll go on Instagram, I'll see this guy and I'm like, oh, he's got a fucking Ferrari. What a bitch. Like, oh, but like, it's just envy, right? It's like you feel envy and you're like, fuck, man. Like this guy got it overnight, this guy just got lucky. It's like, no, bro, this guy worked for 4 years behind the scenes that you didn't even get to fucking see. All this blood, sweat, and tears putting into the business that failed, and then finally hit. That brings me back to my last point. Like, you can fail over and over and over and over and over again. And then that 21st time, the 21st try, you fucking strike gold, bro. We're basically gold miners over here. Like, we're just fucking mining, trying to find that gem, trying to find that gold, find that giant pile of fucking gold. And then you hit it, like, holy fuck, there it is. How much farther can I go down and get more gold? And then you start farming that shit, right? But sometimes the gold's going to run out and then you got to pivot. You got to find another vertical. So that's just kind of how I see the analogy of business. Is like, we're just digging for gold, fucking hoping and praying. Obviously, logically doing it as well. But at the end of the day, we don't really know what the fuck we're doing. Like, we're just doing, right? We're just acting, right? And that's the name of the game. Is like, I'd rather be the guy. And this is how I was when I started out. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just acting, bro. Like, I was just going. That's how you can see results. That's how you can see success fast. Is you just got to fucking act. Just take action. Just move forward. If you don't move forward, you ain't going to move forward, quite frankly. So, yeah, man, this shit can flip in literally a day. So if you're an entrepreneur out there that's fucking struggling right now, the good times are coming, my man. They're coming. This shit can flip on the spot, flip on the dime. And I have a lot of respect for other entrepreneurs out there, man. DM me on Instagram if you need any help, or if you want someone to talk to. I'd love to connect with you and learn a bit more about your journey, man, because this shit's hard, man. We got to stick together because it's not as big of a game out there as you think. You see social media and it's like, oh, there's like, my feed's just all entrepreneurs pretty much, some golf stuff on there too. Basically all entrepreneurs. And I'm like, holy crap, there's so many entrepreneurs out here, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, it really isn't. Like, there is probably now more than ever more entrepreneurs. Still, man, like, we're still fucking a rare breed out here. And like, there's a lot of fake entrepreneurs out there, people that say they're entrepreneurs that I don't know what you would call someone that's a fake entrepreneur. I don't even know who I would call a fake entrepreneur. Maybe there's not, but I feel like there's definitely a fake ICP for an entrepreneur out there, just someone that ain't really about it. Maybe they're pretending to be one, or like trying to be one, right? Like, you can't just try to be an entrepreneur. You got to go be one. You got to assume the role. And you don't learn how to be an entrepreneur until you're like years in the game. Like, I still don't know how to be an entrepreneur, bro. Like, I'm probably not even halfway there. I'm just fucking coasting along, trying to make it happen. It's just how the fucking game goes. So yeah, there's people out there pretending to be entrepreneurs that are just going to quit in 6 months when they figure out how hard this shit really is. Yeah, AI makes it easier, but it also makes it harder because your brain's fucking scattered and there's so many different things you could be focusing on. So yeah, man. Yeah, this game's fucking crazy. We got to band together. DM me on Instagram if you want to connect. I'd love to connect with you. Let's move on here for the founder's reflection. So I feel mentally drained today, man, but we're moving with a purpose. You know kind of how it is. Like, after a long day, especially toward the evening, sometimes your brain starts to kind of think negatively. It starts to kind of go into like scramble mode, especially if you feel a lot of pressure, if you feel like something's coming up that you need to get something for, like for us, money. Your brain just kind of starts scrambling, like, oh fuck, like fuck, and it's just like, what I do is I just go on a walk and I kind of just like let it out, right? I kind of vent, like, why am I thinking this way? Kind of self-talk myself. I think it's so important, like, especially if you don't have a mentor, like, you got to self-talk, like, you got to talk yourself up, bro. You got to talk your way out of that mental frame, because that can really put a negative effect on you and allow you to, because like, if your brain's starting to get in the way of your work, you're not going to be doing the work you need to do to actually get that result. So your brain stops tripping. Right? Your brain can work very negatively on you. And it's happened to me before. Like, my brain has worked very negatively a lot of times, but you have to figure out a way to stop that from happening. Right? So that's why I felt mentally drained here, especially towards the back half of the day. And we're doing 14-hour days right now, and it's not a red flag. It's what has to be done. Like every entrepreneur puts crazy hours in. I'm not even going to the fucking gym anymore, dude. I don't even go to the fucking gym. That was my life, dude. That's how locked in dude. I know you're fucking locked in when you don't go to the gym. What I do is I go on walks and I fast, so I'm able to maintain my body weight and not get fatter and not. I'm probably losing some muscle, but at least I'm not getting fat, right? That's like the only thing I'm worried about is getting fat, which I'll never be fat in my life. And no offense to the fatties out there, but either way, it's just like you got to do what you got to do. You got to lock in. You got to make the sacrifice, at least temporarily. I'm not going to give up the gym forever, but it's just the winter arc is not about going to the gym and getting bigger. It's about building my business so I can make more money and live a life of freedom. So yeah, I mean, working a lot, feeling mentally drained, but we're pushing through. The delayed gratification game is super real, bro. It's just no paycheck, just pressure and potential. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like entrepreneurship, you don't get the gratification. They delay that shit as much as humanly possible until you feel like you're so fucking drained of energy and confidence and like knowing that this is going to work. And all of a sudden you get that gratification, bro. And dude, I'm getting dopamine now from fucking leads opting in, from calls getting booked. It's just fucking crazy, dude. Like life is fucking dialed, bro. As I'm thinking about this, I'm going to make sure that I put my calendar availability to Saturday and Sunday. Cause like we got to take any day we can to take calls now. So we're going to make sure that happens. Biggest reframe today. You don't stall from lack of skill. You stall from split focus. Don't split focus, man. Stay locked in on one thing. You can always build in the background once that thing works and expand on it. And who knows, maybe you can take it into that niche. The kind of things that I see right now, which I was going to say on this video is like, I'm building in the landscaping vertical, right? Because I was a landscaper, right? I maybe don't really say that's my dream niche, but it is a vehicle that we can make money in. Our first 100K, our first million, right? And then on the side of that is just like, okay, build that YouTube brand up, build that building in public or whatever you want to do, and just build a YouTube ecosystem and just put offers in there, right? And then that's when you can scale into info. That's when you can scale into other consulting ventures or B2B things. So it's just like, you can build in one lane, but YouTube is one of the easiest kind of like personal branding plays that you can make to build that offer stack up and start making money from your personal brand to where you can then get out of that business if you wanted to. And then I also said, I respect the fuck out of entrepreneurs grinding with bills and no cash flow, bro. It's a real test. It's a fucking test of the mental, bro. You got to be so dialed in for that. And then overnight success is a lie. It's not going to happen in fucking a year, dude. Confidence is there. We just need to keep executing at a high level, keep making motion happen. Like I said, we got that sales call tomorrow. We're going to make that shit happen and go from there. So tomorrow's actions, we have a sales call at 9 a.m. It's day 26 tomorrow, I believe. Hopefully. Full focus. We're going to show up sharp. If he no shows, we're going to call him directly, get him on the phone. We're going to potentially implement a strategy to up our ad spend so we can front load a little cash flow. We're going to do some more mock calls, try to get off script fluent, or at least like fluently be able to say the script completely and then kind of be able to handle objections if need be. Check in with our current client, see how he's doing, get into our YouTube content. No matter what this gets done tomorrow, I know I wanted to do that today for the BCGS content. We're going to tap into that tomorrow. It's a super big priority for me, just kind of getting that organic system built up because that can be a huge lead flow source, especially with how good I am at YouTube packaging. Like this channel could easily just start blowing up in one day, right? And then prep for Friday call. We had a call book for Friday, so we're going to do that as well. So that is tomorrow's agenda. I want to leave you guys with one closing thought here. You're going to feel this one in your soul. Everyone says it happens overnight. Nobody tells you it's actually 29 days of darkness and one day where everything flips. That's not a motivational line. That's literally how business works. So this was the day 25 reflection, guys. Subscribe and comment with any thoughts or anything like that. And then also feel free to DM me on Instagram. Check the description. We'll see you guys for day 26. If you're out there hustling, keep going, bro. The come up is on the horizon.